It's that time again. We've got a behind the curtains look at Bluff by Mickael Chatelain and Murphy's Magic. I think you should have a look at the trailer and then we'll get into chatting about it. So here's the trailer.
Hi everybody, this is my new effect with a spectator bill. Elodie, you have a bill?
Yes, I have.
What? $1. Is your bill?
Yes, it's mine.
It's really important. I fold your bill, okay?
Okay.
On the table?
On the table.
And I take one card, okay?
Okay.
One card and your bill, correct?
Correct.
A card and a bill. Perfect? Yes?
Yeah, it's perfect.
Elodie, vanishing card. 1, 2, 3. Vanishing card.
Yes, but you push it on the other side.
Oh no, watch. It's happier.
Yes, but you push it.
Oh, like that?
No, here you turn it. I said you push it.
Push it like that?
Yes.
No, really a vanishing card. Really, it's really important. Nothing in my game. Okay? Elodie, one question. Where's your card?
I don't know.
Watch here. Okay?
Yeah.
This is Queen of Spades, and it's your bill?
Yes, it's mine.
Ready?
Yeah.
Yes, for you, it's okay.
Thank you.
I love this effect. It's my new effect. His name, Bluff.
Thank you, Michael.
You're welcome.
So as you can see, Bluff is just a cool method of vanishing a card, but done in a really nice presentation. I kind of like these sorts of, I don't like the term sucker bet, but it's kind of like a sucker bet. Like you lead them up a garden path and you think they kind of get what you're doing, and then suddenly you smack them between the eyes with something unexpected. In this case, you're actually doing what you're saying you're doing. You're vanishing a playing card inside a borrowed banknote. As you can see from the trailer's pretty fair. It shows you exactly the routine. It's a nice way of showing a playing card very freely. You get some byplay out of it. You wrap it in a borrowed banknote, and then you say it vanishes, but they call you out on how you're doing it. Of course they're correct, but then you do actually vanish the banknote. You can show the borrowed banknote all the way around, and then hand it straight back to them, and then reveal the card somewhere else, which is a really nice touch because he, in the video, uses like a card on glass plot, but which would be great. You could easily load a card underneath the glass and have that really in the vicinity of your performing, so that's a nice little ending. You could have a card through a window if you liked. You could have it anywhere essentially. And if you just force a card in the beginning, force a duplicate, then it's a really nice vanish and then reproduction effect. So what you get the gimmicks inside. You do have to construct this. There is some construction with this because it uses a banknote. So the gimmick will use a different banknote for whatever country you're in. Now I haven't tested loads of different banknotes, but I can tell this is going to work with a £5 banknote in the UK. It's designed to work with a dollar, works perfectly with a dollar. I reckon any sort of 10, maybe 20 euros would be good. 10 euros is probably the best sort of size. The reason being is that £10 notes, £20 notes and that get thicker or wider. And as they get wider, you get less movement in the card between the notes. So you want if the note's wider, like a £50 note would be wider than a playing card, so you wouldn't even see that. So the whole first half of the effect, it wouldn't even, the effect just wouldn't work with it. So a £5 note is what I reckon would be best in the UK. Obviously a €10 note, anything around that sort of size. You could even use a receipt in your wallet if you wanted to at a push. Obviously it's nice to do this with a borrowed banknote. So, like I say, there is some construction necessary. It's very simple to do, and it's quite nice watching Mickael Chatelain because he is like a master gimmick maker, and he does everything clearly, succinctly, and it's actually quite easy and straightforward to do. And it might even spur you on in creating some more different gimmicks yourself in the future. The instructions, however, they are download instructions, so you can either go to the link that is provided on here. I shan't show you obviously, but or there's a QR code that you can scan on your phone and take you to the relevant page that's password protected. So again, there's nothing too complicated here. The setup he does whilst explaining it in about 5 minutes, and he's thoroughly explaining everything that he's doing. I think you could probably set this up in about 2 minutes if you just sat down and watched it, and well, you'd easily do it in the same time that he's doing it, so it's really not a difficult construction. You will need to cut up a banknote in order to make it though. In any effect like this, if you are worried about that, simply all you do is you cut out the bit that you need, you save the rest of the banknote, and then if you want to go and take that money back to the bank, you just peel your gimmick apart. If you use something like a rubber cement glue, like a Copydex in the UK or Elmer's rubber cement glue, then you'll be able to easily peel the gimmicks apart, and then you can just sellotape them back and spend it in a shop, or you could take it back to the bank and have it changed over. So there's really no sweat there either. As far as the handling goes, it's very simple, very straightforward. There is one issue though, and that is your hand will have to be able to cover the width of a playing card. Now, I know most people worry about, you know, the size of their hands when palming cards and things like that, but literally all it needs to do is your fingers need to cover the edge of a playing card, and it's not even right down on the tips of your fingers. So most hand sizes would be fine, but if you were to grab, say, a playing card and hold it like this, if the edges were to be creeping out above your fingers, above and below, then this might not be the effect for you, because the whole presentation is about covering a playing card, and then that has got a little bit to do with the method. So just grab a playing card, have a look at it, and if your fingers cover over the edges, then you're sound. There's no issue there at all. But if you have, you know, maybe you're very young and you're looking at this for a new effect, you might want to just check that beforehand. So that's a point to remember. Apart from this, I really like Bluff. I think it's a neat little moment. It's a nice method for vanishing a card. It's got a great presentational hook to it. The whole leading them up the garden path I really enjoy. I like that. You know, it adds for a great entertainment value when you perform. So, and there's nothing better than being called out for what you're actually doing, but then doing it straight away and amazing people with it. Okay? I say nothing better, but I'm sure chocolate ice cream is better than that, so maybe that was a bit of a figure of speech. So, but as far as I'm concerned, Bluff is a real winner. This is a simple effect, it's a nice effect. If you're looking for a cool way to vanish a card and then do something like a card through window, just to add an extra level of magic other than just a nerd-names colour change vanish or something, then Bluff could well be the effect for you. So this has been a behind the curtains look at Bluff by Mickael Chatelain and Murphy's Magic.